Qam Yasharahla. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, Arkim, or just pushing the truth in love and sincerity, and in charity with all humility. Okay, shalom to the few sisters that be watching and learning. Okay, stay strong, shalom. This is the brother Yashawan from the GMS Bahamas camp. Back again with another brief lesson. Okay, this lesson is entitled, Everyone on earth must prove their ID, says this devil. Everyone on earth must prove their ID, says this devil. Okay, now on the screen here, you're seeing this article from Real News, Real Raw News. Okay, all right. This is an article from a day ago. Okay, so yeah, man. Brothers, many brothers hit this. Okay, if not the same article, or article basically saying the same thing. Okay, well, but this devil. Okay, build stinking skates. Okay, so yeah, man. It reads. Okay, Bill Gates declares everyone on Earth must prove their identity using his global ID system. Okay, his. All right, declares. Okay, now let's look up this word declare. Okay, from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. All right, now I've done and looked these words up. Okay, all right, declare. Okay, they say to make known formally, officially, or explicitly.
Declare.
To make known as determination. Number 2, to make clear, and they have that obsolete. Number 3, to make evident. Okay, but we can shoot you to number 1, intransitive verb, to make a declaration. Okay, number 3, to announce one's intentions. To announce one's intentions. Okay, so this devil is announcing his intentions. Okay, that he wants to put a biometric in you. He wants to put a C-hip into you. He wants to put a device into you. He wants to label you. He wants to tag you. Okay, as a cattle. And notice it say everyone on earth must prove their identity using his okay, global digital ID system. Okay, his. Let's look up this word, his. Okay, this word his from the online atom. Okay, Old English, his, genitive of he. Okay, genitive of he. Now, let's go straight to the scripture. All right, I'll show you something here. Because it say in the article, it says Bill Gates declares everyone on earth must prove their identity using his, which is also genitive, all right, of he. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all. And he calls it all. Remember a few years back, Bill Stinking Gates said he's going to cause everybody to take this juice. And guess what? Majority of the world have done it. Okay? Just ago when he bought a Microsoft OS, okay, he said he could have put a computer system in every home in this world, and he did that. Okay? Now he's saying that he's announcing, making a declaration that everybody on this world he's gonna tag. Okay? Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and born, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, or the subdermal, which is under the skin. That no man may buy or sell, say we have this subdermal or this matrix or this device or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay? So this ID will eventually be put under the skin in your right hand or your left or your forehead. Okay? It will be as who you are subject to as slaves, servants, okay, so that they could eventually control you, as we are seeing in China with their social credit score system. But this thing will be global. Okay? As the scripture had said, and he calls it all. Okay? So we can go right back here to this article. Okay? They say, globalist billionaire Bill Stinking Snakes has demanded. Let's look up this word demanded before we go on. Okay, we can get that in the Merriam. Okay. Alright. Demanded. An act of demanding or asking, especially with authority. Something claimed as due or owed. Okay. There's nothing new under the sun. Okay, and I'm going to prove to you. Okay, back during the time at the Maccabees, okay, how these devils them, okay, the tags some of our people. Okay. They say a seeking or state of being sought after, urgent need. That's what he's saying. He demanding the nations. It's the urgent need. The tag people. That's what he's basically saying. Okay. Transitive verb. Okay. Number 2, to call for urgently, imperiously, or insistently. So he insists that this thing happen and happen quickly. But we say, get the hell on with it. We ready to flick and get up out here. We ready to start ruling and take our rightful place as kings of this world. Okay? Globalist Bill Stinking Gates has demanded nations of the world adopt his. Salak. Globalist billionaire Bill Stinking Gates has demanded nations of the world adopt his global solution for digital ID. Now he's saying this is his global solution to force, all right, every single person on earth to join his global digital ID system. That sounds like Revelation 13 and 16 and 17. In a post on X, which is formerly known as Twitter, Gates complained that there are hundreds of millions of people still left in the world who lack ID that prove their identity. So this devil, right, need the high up come on down and make things flicking happen, because we ready, like I said, we ready to rule. Okay, we got flicking next. Okay, all right, but some of you flicking devils, you think that you will be ruling for all eternity. Okay, according to the Psalm 49:11, y'all think y'all gonna be ruling for eternity. Okay, but it's not so. All right, according to 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, that you devils are the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning that follow it. So we got next. All right, let's keep it moving. According to Bill Stinking Gates, the modular open source identification platform MOSIP, okay, MOSIP, is a global solution for rolling out digital IDs for the entire human race. And there goes the scripture again, and he calls it all. So you have many different ID platforms such as WorldCoin, the One ID, your country national ID, okay, your passport ID. But guess what? All of these will be void, null and void, when this flicking thing comes online. Okay, because guess what? Your ID now, that ain't no ID. Your passport, that ain't no ID until this thing comes online and goes under your skin. That becomes your ID. That becomes your everything. That becomes you. Okay, according to them. Okay, according to them. But according to the Most High, you give your life to them. You lose your life, okay, for them, not for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. Now, going on, it says Gates described MOSIP as an inclusive approach, right? As an inclusive approach to a global ID, digital ID system that serve as a formidable solution for dismantling the barriers for people, millions of people around the world who don't have suitable identification. Now, I took a screenshot of these words. Okay. All right. Inclusive approach, meaning an inclusive approach to education means that each individual learner is valued and that they are treated with dignity and respect. This is what he's saying, that each individual is treated with dignity and respect, right? What the next word is? What the next word he say? Okay. Inclusive approach to a global digital ID that serve as formidable solution. Formidable, right, means causing fear. And solution, right, means an action or process of solving a problem. Right? And he said, right, for dismantling barriers. Okay? Let's look at this word dismantle or dismantling. Right? To disconnect the pieces of. Also, to destroy the integrity or functioning of. And this is what they want to do, to destroy the integrity of people and the functioning of how life should be. To strip or dress, to strip of dress or cover it. To strip of furniture or equipment. Okay? So basically, they want to destroy you. That's what they were saying. To destroy the integrity or functioning of. Okay? All right? So, they say, yeah. Okay? Basically, they're saying, right, that in order to be in this society or this world, you would have to get the C hip. You would have to be tagged, branded. Okay? So for people who are ignorant and think that they are so smart, will say this is real nice. Sucking on his sweet flicking stinking words. Thinking, alright, thinking he's practicing, thinking he's protecting them. Okay? Because we know what the scriptures say with a man like this who bringing in flicking sweet words. Okay? Psalm 55 and 21. The words of his mouth are smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Okay? They say things, they make things sound nice and sweet and this and that and all that. But war is always in their hearts. And as the scriptures say here, Job 13 and 4, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. Okay? And we know how this devil go. This ain't nothing new to him. Okay? Isaiah 32 and 7. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words. Even when the needy speak it right. But the liberal devises liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. Okay? And we know how this devil go. Okay? He ain't gonna never learn righteousness. Alright? Never. Because he's the flicking devil. Okay? Alright? On this side, his counterpart, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? Now, we can shoot down here where I say, the billionaire's advocacy comes as the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has just pumped another 10 million into MISOP. Now, this is one of this devil, he have so many flicking companies, you can't keep counting them. Alright? Gates organization has joined forces with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals to promote and advance the globalist technology. You see? So that's what they are into. One world order. Okay? Alright? Say the Gates Foundation aims to aim seems to focus on propelling a universal digital identification framework, meaning it can work everywhere. Okay, all right. A universal identification framework. Okay, hence Revelation 13 and 16. Okay, now this other paragraph here says Gates, the UN, and MESOP appear to be pitching the technology for use in low to middle income economies, but planning to roll it out worldwide. So even though it say low income countries, but really worldwide, no ID is ensured other than the biometrics. Bio means in the body, metrics means devices. Okay, going back to 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, for we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay, so he wants to put a C-hip in you. Okay, like I said, bio means in body, metric means devices. The C-hip is but a small, is tiny, like a small grain of rice. Okay, all right, it's encapsulated in a silicone case. Okay, you could barely even see that. All right. You say critics of Gates' globalist approach are raising the alarm about how a global digital ID system would exclude people from society if they refuse to comply with the technology or are blocked from using it. The system appears to be inspired by China's social credit score system and modeled after the India's controversial state digital ID, Ahad, Salak if I pronounced it wrong, system which rolled out in 2009. In China, where digital ID is required for travel, online access, managing personal finances, and even buying food, the system locks people out of society for failing to comply with the government's rule. So this global ID, which will be the biometrics, which will be the total package, because it will be in your body, which results in them owning you. Okay? They will then say that they is flicking the Most High. Okay? They will then say they is the Most High. Okay? So you hear what they say? In China, where digital ID is a requirement for traveling, access, managing personal finances, and even buying food. Okay, the system locks out people. Okay? So this thing, okay, the social credit score and all that will tie right in to the system, to the internet of bodies, the internet of things. Okay? You say, right here, say if Gates' global ID is rolled out in the US, the globalist blueprint for society will be complete and we will be forced to comply with their rules or else. Well, we know not to take it. We know not to take this C-hip. Okay? So for us will be some of us will be martyred for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Some of us will be going into the guillotine, get your head chopped off for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Because the scriptures say they love their life. They love not their life unto death. okay, our life would be living here on this side. Okay, we love Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and we will fight until the end. Okay, they say if a person misgenders someone on social media, could they be blocked from using public transport, for example? How would they do it? Okay, however they do it. Okay, as the People Voice has reported, globalist organizations such as the World Economic Forum have been long taunting the benefits of controlling the public with cashless societies and digital IDs. You see that? Taunting, okay, they are subdermal. The UN is eventually calling for digital IDs to be directly linked to individuals' bank accounts. Going back to Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all. No matter we buy or sell, say we have that. Meanwhile, the WF has just partnered with a leading biometrics company to advance its own agenda to digitize humanity. So they want to chip the whole flicking world, as Bill Gates demanding. Okay, Swedish biometric company Fingerprint Card has taken a big step into the WF new champions community and assembly of mid-sized enterprises. WF is keen to promote biometric forms of digital IDs, which biometric, where I said in the body, and metrics, biome is in the body and metric is the devices. So they want to put this thing in you. Okay, and this will be their true ID, which is also to control you. Your passport ain't gonna be no more use. Your driver's license ain't gonna be no more use. Whatever type of ID you have ain't gonna be no use. Okay. Say WF is keen to promote biometric forms of digital ID and claims the technology would serve as a steward of social inclusion. Okay, steward means manage or look after. Okay, so they saying WEF is keen to promote biometrics in the body forms of digital IDs, their device, and claims the technology would serve as a manage or look after of social inclusion. Okay, social inclusion really is the process of improving the terms on which individual or groups take part in society, improving the ability, opportunity, and dignity of those disadvantages on the basis of their identity. So just like the social credit score, you do some foolishness based on your identity, based on what you do, they shut you out. Okay, all right. Basically, that means looking after individuals in society, as in social credit score, looking at your behavior. Okay, who don't accept the LGBTQ. Okay, who doesn't who doesn't give it a thumbs up. Okay, so on and so forth. Because LGBTQ, okay, that's what they're pushing right now. Okay, so basically this thing is designed also to go after the children of Israel. Okay, and has always been. Okay, when you really look at it, because the children of Israel are scattered through the four winds. Okay, and we are numbered as the sand of the sea. Okay, so the Lord did tell us, Exodus 17 and 16, for he said, because Yahweh had sworn that Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Amalek being the grandson of Esau. So therefore he's Esau Edom. Okay. Let's go here to Genesis 27, okay, and 41. Okay, it always been with Jacob and Esau. And Esau hated Jacob because of his blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Jacob still living today. So Esau always have that enmity. Okay. All right. Esau always had that enmity. He always wanted to kill, flicking us. Okay. 2 Maccabees 6 and 8 and 9. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices, taking their chip, okay, accepting their democracies, their policies, their doctrines, and all that. And whosoever would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death, because that's an unclean thing. You taking this thing? Okay, that's an unclean thing. Okay, so if you take it, all right, you can be put to death. All right, if you don't take it, okay, and you're not present, they still put you to flicking death. Okay, all right, then might a man have seen the present misery. Okay, but us, we ain't gonna take this thing. Okay, if we're gonna die for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, now I get this other precept here in 3rd Maccabees 2nd chapter. Okay, and verse 27 to 33. Okay. All right. This is the Sefer. Okay. You see, his purpose was to indict a public stigma upon our race. Right? Let's look up this word stigma. Okay. And let's see if this line up with the day. Stigma. A set of negative and unfair beliefs that a society or group or people have about something. They want to control us. Okay? They say a mark of shame or discredit. Okay? A small spot scar or opening on a plant or animal. Okay? See that synonymous and autonomous? Plot. Brand. Okay? So they want to brand us. Okay? So he say here, right? His proposal was to indict a public stigma upon our race. Wherefore, he erected a pillar at the tower porch and caused the following inscription to be engraved upon it, that entrance to their own temple was to be refused to all those who would not sacrifice. That all the Yehudamite, they have your Yehud, they might, right? Salak may pronounce it wrong, but that's the Israelites, the Judites, okay, were to be registered among the common people, taking that chip. Okay? That those who resist were to be forcibly seized and put to death. That those who were thus registered were to be marked on their persons, on their bodies, with the ivy leaf symbol of Dionysius, and to be set apart with these limit rights. Okay, you get in the chip, and then on top of that with the social credit score. Okay, they say to do away with the appearance of hating them all, he had it written underneath that if any of them should elect to enter the community of those initiated in the rites, these should have equal rights with the Alexandrians. Some of those who were over the city, therefore abhorring any approach to the city of piety, unhesitantly give in to the king and expect to derive some great honor from a future connection with him. So we know that a lot of them, they want to keep their nice house, their big house, their nice cars, okay, their woman, their children, okay, their jobs, okay, whatever they have, whatever possessions. So they're gonna accept it. It say, in number 32, it say a nobler rakah, which is spirit, however, prompt the majority to cling to their religious observance, which it can be us, okay, who hope to be a part of the elect, and by paying money that they might live unmolested, these sought to escape the registration. Okay, we can escape taking this chip, this so-called ID. Cheerfully looking forward to future aid, they abhor their own apostates, considering them to be national foes and debarring them from the common uses of social intercourse. Okay, so we ain't gonna have no ties with no unbeliever. Okay, anybody who talking fool and take that chip, let them take it. Okay, we don't give you the warning. All right, we don't give you the warning. Okay, all right, but let me get the punishment if you go ahead and flick and take that thing. Okay, this is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive it his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same, meaning you who take it, shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High's indignation anger, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation without chaser. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That's you flicking burning with that ICBM missile. We're gonna drop on your head. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, which is for a period of time. It will feel like forever. Okay? And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth his subdermal in his name. Okay? So yeah, man. With that, I hope you was edified this lesson. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, Akim, who pushing the truth in love and sincerity and in charity. Okay, Shalom and a Baba Ball.